Hello. Good morning. VC will be reaching within 5 minutes, so I request you all to be silent. Good morning, everyone. It's a privilege to welcome you all to this historic moment, the inauguration of the 50th Golden Jubilee celebration of Department of Ship Technology, CUSAT. Today, we honor a legacy spanning 5 decades of excellence, innovation, and global contributions in the field of naval architecture and shipbuilding. Since 1975, the department has been a trailblazer, producing leaders who have shaped the maritime industry both nationally and internationally. Our vision is clear: to become a globally recognized leader in naval architecture, and our mission is to ensure academic excellence, cutting-edge research, and preparing students to take on future challenges in the industry and beyond. Our department has consistently achieved 100% placement success, with graduates excelling in shipyards, the Indian Navy, and various maritime sectors. Strong industry collaborations and the support of dostas have played a key role in maintaining our reputation as a leader in maritime education. As we look back on 50 years of remarkable achievements, let us also look ahead to the future. Here's to another 50 years of excellence and innovation. Before we begin, let's take a moment to seek blessings and inspiration. May I invite Anjali and Feba to lead us in a beautiful prayer song.
സ്നേഹഗീതമേകിയും കർമ്മഭൂമിയിൽ
To officially begin today's celebration, I invite Professor Dr. K. Shivaprasad sir to deliver the welcome address. Please join me in welcoming sir.
Good morning and namaste to all. Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor of Department of Cochin University of Science and Technology, Professor Dr. Junaid Brochure, Director General of DRDO, Dr. Manu, Korulla, Director of ICAR SIFT, Dr. Nainen, Commodore Deepak Sebastian, Officer in charge of Naval Construction Wing, Cochin University of Science and Technology, respected teachers, my colleagues, co-workers, and my dear students and other well-wishers. Department of Ship Technology is going to move in a port, a golden port. We are celebrating our 50th year, and from here onwards we will be having functions to mark this occasion. If you refer back to the history, this department, which was established in 1974, classes started in 1975, had no clear footing. It was not on a solid footing. It was just floating and drifting. Fortunately, for the first 5 years, you may even be surprised to note that for the first 5 years we had no building at all. Drifting. Students were going from one department to other department and attending classes, not within the university but outside the university also. They used to travel. There are some of the first batch students also. They were traveling from here to Trichur, here to Kalamasheri, here to Elur and all. So one of the main factors behind the sustenance and survival of this department was the service of efficient heads of the department. ഈ കപ്പലിന് അന്ന് വളരെ ശക്തരായിട്ടുള്ള നിശ്ചയദാർഢ്യമുള്ള കപ്പിത്താന്മാരുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അവരാണ് they actually helped the department to develop into what you see now. And when I come to my duty, one of these captains is sitting here, none other than our beloved head of the department, Dr. P.K. Sadish Babu. He has been with us. He joined as an associate professor here three years back. Immediately he got headship, and he has been with us for conducting many celebrations, and one of the main celebrations is now being conducted under the able headship of Dr. P.K. Sadish Babu. He has worked in Indian Navy for 20 years and he came back to academics. It's a very great thing for us. On behalf of all, I wholeheartedly welcome Dr. P.K. Sadish Babu. When you see the other side of administration of Cochin University, right from 1971 we just celebrated, Cochin University of Science and Technology celebrated its Golden Jubilee 3 years back. We had vice chancellors ranging from a politician, a minister, former minister as vice chancellor, physicists, statisticians, mathematicians, geologists, engineers, many of that kind. And one of the scientists, a physicist, is now leading our university. He's an able educationist. He's a good scientist, reputed scientist, and a good teacher. I take this opportunity to welcome our most respected Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Professor Junaid Bushiri to this function. When we talk about Department of Ship Technology, I don't know whether this name with this word is there in English language or not. One of the the plural of uniqueness. Uniqueness can be only a singular word because there cannot be any plural for that. But one of the uniquenesses of this department is the strength of the alumni, the affection that the alumni they have towards the department and their contribution in developing the department. And representing the uniqueness, the alumni strength, we have our 9th batch graduate, Dr. Manu Korulla, who is now serving as Director General of Defense Research and Development Organization in New Delhi. So he consented without any hesitation that I would be coming here, and he has a lot of offers to the department. He was discussing with our Honorable Vice Chancellor this morning. I take this opportunity to welcome Dr. Manu Korulla to this function. Institute-industry partnership and participation that have been a very effective mode of activity in this department. We developed Department of Ship Technology, I was mentioning, we had a lot of teaching problem, and the surrounding industries and institutes helped us in a big way to come up. So we have been following this institute industry partnership for the last 50 years. And one of the major contributors to this partnership was and is Central Institute of Fisheries Technology under Indian Council of Agricultural Research. And we have again a university alumni, Dr. Nainan. He's heading ICAR CIFT as director. So I take this opportunity to welcome Dr. Nainan to this function. So again, another uniqueness of this department is that this department has been recognized as a center of excellence by Indian Navy in 1987. Almost 350 naval architects have been trained and given to Indian Navy from this department. So our survival, one of the major survival factors was Indian Navy, which established a naval construction wing, an office inside this department. We have been getting tremendous support. I cannot, whenever some agency come for inspection, we used to point to these officers of Indian Navy and say that they are all our faculty members, they are helping in a big way. And they used to come and, oh, very good, you have naval officers, even naval officers teaching our students. So they have been great, they have been helping in a great way this department. And we have here the officer in charge of Naval Construction Wing, Deepak Sebastian. He will be giving a felicitation. So I take this opportunity to welcome Commander Deepak Sebastian also to this function. The strength of the department, if I say from my heart, the development of this department was granted mainly from the Alumni Association than the university. I take this opportunity to tell that their help have been immense. Whatever you see in this, even in this hall, most of the instruments and equipment have been sponsored by the Alumni Association. Our strength is our alumni. So I take this, there are many alumni members have come for this meeting, this function. I take this opportunity to welcome them wholeheartedly to this function. Our students, now they are all those who have passed out from here are a big way. They are serving the international agencies also. I am very happy to give you an information. There are 3 graduates from this department heading committees of IMO. This department is heading even IMO, the United Nations committees also. So many other officers are there on higher ranks. So I take this opportunity to welcome our beloved students, my colleagues, co-workers, the administrative staff, technical staff, and all others, all well-wishers to this function. With this I conclude. And if you find any graffiti in the wall, that will be, you may find it, that will be cooperation, coexistence, and cooperation, coexistence, and collaboration for excellence. If you find anything, with this I conclude. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that warm and insightful welcome. Next, I would like to invite our Head of Department, Dr. Sadish Babu PK, to deliver the presidential address and share his thoughts on this milestone occasion.
Good morning. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Cochin University of Science and Technology, Dr. M. Junaid Bushari sir, Dr. Manu Korulla, outstanding scientist, Director General DRDO, and who is also President of Institution of Naval Architects, Dr. George Nainan, Director, Central Institute of Fisheries Technology, Dr. K. Shivaprasad, who is a coordinator of our Golden Jubilee celebrations, Commander Deepak Sebastian, the Secretary of Department of Ship Technology, Dostas Alumni Society, also officer in charge of Naval Construction Wing, former head of the departments, alumni members, teachers, students, well-wishers, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I would like to extend my warm greetings to each and every one of you on the occasion of Golden Jubilee of our department. Let's give a good round of applause to our department. I feel very humbled to stand in front of you to address today. And I think it's the destiny that I am happen to be the head of the department at this moment. It's a very happy and proud moment. The department has reached a significant milestone in its journey. I think it is the first undergraduate course started by university in 1974. Since then, the department has progressed, as Dr. Shivaprasad mentioned, overcoming a number of challenges. But department has remained a key player in the maritime sector throughout this period. The department has produced 45 generations of naval architects, 28 generations of MTech CUSAT graduates, and 28 PhDs as on date. We continue to attract students with high ranks in the entrance test, even when many are looking IT as their career choice. The department has been a pioneering department in the university in many ways. As mentioned, our foreign collaboration started in 1980s. We had foreign teachers from Germany teaching us. The department started compulsory internship since beginning, whereas AICT made it compulsory recently. We had alumni association and alumni chapters across the world since for a very long time now. We have a successful student associations, and there are many such examples the department can be proud of. Probably this is the only department which had a Padma Shri award winner as head of the department, as Kapitan, as it was mentioned. The collaboration with Navy is going strong since 1987, and I'm very happy that we have 3 admirals in the Navy who are graduates of our department. Therefore, the contribution of Department of Ship Technology to the indigenous shipbuilding is really appreciable. Our graduates are now occupying leadership positions at several national, international, and defense organizations, including United Nations, R&D organizations, both private as well as public. Many graduates are now running successful enterprises and they are recruiting our new graduates. So ladies and gentlemen, this is an occasion to be celebrated and we have planned year-long activities. So today we are having formal inauguration of Golden Jubilee year in the presence of such august gathering. Already a major event has been conducted, that is DIMS Dosa's International Maritime Seminar, which was a 2-day event organized by our Alumni Association in August at Hotel Le Méridien. A number of industry interactions are scheduled throughout this year and many have already been conducted. We have scheduled a Golden Jubilee National Seminar next month, that is 29th and 30th November, and we are expecting a number of speakers to come and deliver their expert talks. And the brochure for the same will be released today in this ceremony. The major event is our celebrations is planned on 21st December 2024 in the University Seminar Complex, which will be attended by all stakeholders, our alumni, industry, past and present teachers, staff, students, who are all part of this journey. The curriculum has stood test of time with 100% placements of the graduates in core companies. Even in IITs, now the trend is students do not stick to the core areas. Whereas our placement cell is doing placement only in core companies, and we are able to get 100% placements. So the curriculum has critical components of internships, industry-oriented electives, and projects. But the industry expectations are going to change in the future. A job profile of a naval architect is going to be different, and the department need to step up and augment its physical as well as the computational facilities to meet the challenges. We have been taking certain steps in this regard. We have upgraded our syllabus to offer BTech in honors, which has got more research content in the syllabus. We have upgraded our classrooms. We are establishing a new computer lab with the help of alumni, and we have developed a small hydrodynamic lab recently and have submitted a proposal to RUSA for funding to make it operational. Further, we are also working on a proposal to establish a center of excellence in ship design and shipbuilding in the department with the help of industry, ministry as well as DRDO. The center of excellence can have experimental facilities including a towing tank. The shipping ministry has a vision to make India among the top 5 shipbuilding countries in the world, and we are proposing our plans in a design conclave which will be held tomorrow. At this juncture, we have so much to thank for. First and foremost, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to the Honorable Vice Chancellor and all university officials for extending supports whenever on a continuous basis. Contribution of alumni and industry has been vital in our journey, which included improvement in infrastructure, technical lectures, placement, financial supports, among many others. We are grateful to the maritime industry as a whole for the constant support to our department. We are grateful to the former head of the departments, past and present teachers, staff and students who have played an important role during the last 50 years. Let us use this occasion to recall the marvelous ways the department has fulfilled its mission of imparting quality education in the maritime sector. All activities of Golden Jubilee are jointly conducted, organized and conducted by department, SNAS and DOSTAS. I request everyone to actively participate in all events in this year. Let's together make it a grand success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It's now time for the inauguration of this grand event, and who better to do the honors than Dr. Manu Korulla, an outstanding scientist and leader in defense research and development. Dr. Korulla serves as the Director General of Resource and Management at the Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO), where he plays a vital role in enhancing the capabilities of India's defense systems through strategic resource management. He is also the president of the Institute of Naval Architects, reflecting his commitment to advancing naval engineering and innovation. With his vast experience and remarkable contributions to the scientific research, Dr. Korulla is a key figure in India's technological progress. We are honored to have him with us today. Let's welcome him for the inaugural address.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Cochin University, Head of the Department, Dr. George Naina, Dr. Shiva Prasad, Commander Deepak Sebastian, Mr. Nabinit, and all these dignitaries, our privileged support system for this department, the alumni, the professors of this department, former professors of this department, students, staff, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. I was thinking this morning I may have to salute each and every one of you, because this front row, I know each and every one of them, and they have all played a major role in my life. They have brought me to a stage where I can stand before you today. I can stand before the country and talk about this department and this university. They have brought me to that level. Probably I may not be knowing the names of the people who are sitting behind, the students, the present students of this department individually, but I know all of them by looking at their face, because I have gone through, I have sat in those chairs. I can see by seeing your face what you, each and every one of you represent, and what each and every one of you promise for the country. I have seen it. So, good morning to each and every one of you. Towards today, the Golden Jubilee celebration, inauguration. Of course, 50 years is not a small period. And the department could sustain, as Professor Shiva Prasad has said, royally sustained. And we have come up to Golden Jubilee, and there is a reason to celebrate. I don't want to repeat all those things what Professor Shiva Prasad and Dr. Satish Babu has told us. They are all beautiful things what we have achieved. I was slowly getting lifted up on the chair. I'm sure that each and every one of you must have got elated by the listing of things that this department have achieved. So next 15 minutes, I want to tell you three things. First, how important we are for this country and where do we stand as far as technology is concerned. India stands, and we naval architects, we stand. And what is the way forward, how we should gear up and how we should achieve what we rightfully supposed to achieve. So 5 minutes. Next 15 minutes I am going to take. If you want me to stop something, you have to raise your hand. Then I will stop that topic. So raising the hand, you should not forget. Okay? Till you raise the hand, I will continue. If you clap your hands, even then I will continue. If you raise the hand, I will stop immediately. Okay? So that is the understanding. There is a book written about Moshe Gundam Vishwesvaraya. He has engineered the country. That is what the whole name of the book is, Engineering the Country. So when I have read that book, what has come to my mind is, as a naval architect, what we are supposed to do. So if I am writing a book on naval architecture and naval architects, I should give it title, Engineering the Ocean. I have never thought of this before till recently. I was always thinking a naval architect's job is to make ships or the things that float in water. But I have realized now that a naval architect primarily should be a jack of all trades, but he also should be a master of naval architecture. Is not master of none, that old saying, it will not work. You should be a master, but you also should be able to understand the total engineering. There is no other engineering branch probably which is all encompassing. It is said that a submarine, a nuclear submarine, is the most complicated structure man has ever made. In your book also that is there. If it is the most complicated structure, India has made it. India has made it or not? Are you aware that we have made it? Yes. So if we have made a nuclear submarine, not one, number of them, now we are making our own, 100%, designed by us, built by us, 100% by India. If we have made that, what does it mean? If we can make the most complicated thing man has ever made, if we have made it, that is what the status of engineering in the country. And next to that only is the aircraft carrier. It is not the rocket, it is not the missile, it is not the satellite, it is the nuclear submarine. Please, you are responsible for it. Please understand this. Without a naval architecture background, without a vision of a naval architect, nobody can think of achieving this. If our Indian Navy says that it is a builder's navy, the credit goes to whom? The constructors who are there in the Navy. It is heartening to know that we have 3 admirals, our representatives, not the naval architecture community. From IITs also people have become admiral, but from Cochin University. So it is a recognition that is coming in our way. The whole country is started accepting. The best shipyard in Asia is going to be Cochin Shipyard. We are going to the global field. Head of the Cochin Shipyard is our alumni. The country is accepting it. And what he is doing is something what Korea or any other shipbuilding nation who has made a big difference for the world, what they have done, these people are doing. What was the force behind? Why there are so many engineering colleges, so many institutions, they were all teaching. You know that a lot of institutions which are very good, par excellent, in the international scenario they are ranked high. What is the peculiarity of Cochin University, Department of Technology? I have noticed few, you must have, definitely so many of them, but I would like to just bring about 1 or 2 or 3. We have never faced a problem in addressing any gathering, whether it is workforce or the CMD or the Prime Minister or Minister, Cochin University students. The boldness to stand before any eventuality, this department teaches the students. One of the main thing is about industrial training, I am sure. And whenever we have gone to the industrial training, I remember every industrial training from first day to the last day I have spent in shipyards. Second year, we got a chance to be in the Goa shipyard. Chako sir was there in the production. And you know, our seniors, our alumni, what he has done, he has put us in the actual job. I even now remember OPSSV, we were constructing there, offshore platform. He has put us with Basu Saab, IRS surveyor. Told you are going to be with him. You will be responsible for all the survey. See, our seniors were putting us with responsibility into the work. And he comes and check. He was a terror there. People, you know, and he was a leader. At that time, when I was a student, second year, naval architecture, ship technology here. And every training, this has happened with Hindustan Shipyard when I had the training. This has happened, same thing has happened at MDL. MDL, SNAS, we had an agenda. When we are at Mumbai, we have to make the ship's technique, advertisements has to be collected. So one of us, Surup Gopalakrishnan, I think Surup or Madhu, one of them was SNAS secretary. I was the batch rep, class rep. Surup was there. So we have gone to Mumbai. We thought that, you know, some money we'll collect, but we have collected much more than, you know, what we can think of. Much more, because our seniors were there. And they have taken to the industry. When we have gone to the industry for taking advertisement, they have told, you have to present what your people have achieved. So we have learned about our seniors, what they are doing. About MDL, we have gone and seen what all work they were doing. And they, you know, we have gone and presented there. So the exposure that this department has given, it is, if, you know, Modi says, minimum government and maximum governance. I have seen it in this department. Our activities were mostly out of the department, but we were here. In the evening, all are here. In the night, all are here in the department. Whether it is doing subcontract for the seniors and going to the hotel where they give maximum quantity of food. One Chinese hotel used to be there, Chiang. We used to go there. And whether, you know, lifting the fork from there and putting in the pocket. And the fellow who is sitting at the door, he notices and pick it up back from the notice. So, all these experiences, exposure. You can undergo any condition, roll, pitch, yaw, or all 6 degrees of motion you have experienced right from here. And the teachers were all experienced. They were all knowing what sea is. I remember James sir used to tell us his experience while he was, you know, sailing in the ship. About the engine, marine diesel engineering, shaft, gearboxes, everything he used to tell about his experiences. So it was never, you know, I remember Department of Ship Technology, we didn't have to buy any books. This department, we have not purchased a book. Every book was available, whatever in the library, people used to teach that. We were referring the best books in the world. Whether it is applied mechanics, of course, many of us have failed in applied mechanics, that is a different thing. But we were taught from that. Even now we go back and refer that when there is a doubt. We know what is the best book. Timoshenko's equation, we were taught. We have failed in the examination, but now we know Timoshenko's equation is there. Out of roundedness, we have to estimate how. We will go back and see that. EMS sir used to teach us all the methods for solving one problem. And, you know, initially I used to think that these are all one method. Later only we have realized there are 5 methods. He used to teach us all the 5 methods. And we used to note down it as a single method. Later only we used to realize. So, though the teaching, Stohas's notes, even till date for propeller design. Dr. Stohas's notes, he has seen all the conditions, TJ-PJ diagrams, what was BP diagrams, both the diagrams, how to pick up and how to use the data for propeller design. Even till date, my notebook I have not thrown off. The experience from the teachers used to take us to the next level. What is the next level? Now, again, the government has come out with all this, what our ancestors have coined, and they are bringing in, our tradition. I was very sure that we were having all those traditions in this department. Mindfulness. Our Prime Minister is bringing about this idea, mindfulness. This I have learned here. Every day it was a celebration. It was not a learning. This department, it was a celebration every day. Whether jumping the walls of the ladies' hostel and madam, whether she abuses us or we abuses her, it was all a celebration. Whether we are standing on our head, as a punishment, whether we are fighting with the low department, department of that low college students, by going there or were they coming here, it was a celebration. At the end of the day, it was a celebration and we were together. This is the uniqueness. I was telling mindfulness. This is what this department was instilling in us. Mindfulness. What is mindfulness? It is your ability to learn and absorb whatever is coming in your way and transform to implement that. Transform yourself to implement that. You always, whatever you are coming in, good is coming in. And it is an ability to take good or take everything and make it good. Kalam says 2 words he has coined: indomitable spirit and invincible thinking. This is what this department used to tell. Indomitable spirit and invincible thinking. We have that. Once you pass out from this department, we have that. What does it mean? Any challenge, you take it as an opportunity. Any challenge that is coming into your way, you should see it as a possibility and an opportunity. When we were here, one worker has come to, that time head of the department, Padma Shri Paramanandam. The work was that the aircraft carrier which has come to the jetty, people gathered on one side, the wing has fallen. Aircraft carrier wing, it has fallen. And he was put as an inquiry committee. We used to, actually the head of the department, we never used to go near to that room. Once if you are in, then you are finished. You will be skinned and you'll be put all the pepper, salt and everything and fried. That used to be the condition. Satish Babu sir, I don't know how it is. He does put pepper or chili, I don't know. Skinning was sure to happen. So he has called us, told 12 onwards, 7 o'clock you should be at the naval dockyard here. So we were shivering, but we were all taken there. We were taken all the measurements. Epen Thomas was there. Batchmates, your batch, your junior batch. Yeah. Royce's junior batch. 6th batch. So he was our leader. He has been put as leader. And we used to go early morning to take measurements because he was supposed to go to US. So 6 months gap was there after his, completing his course. He had a 6 months gap before going to the US. So that 6 months gap, he was put this work and he used to take us there. And it was too hot and taking measurements, this thing going that, it was terrible thing. First day we have taken measurements and he has asked with reference to what you have taken measurements. So we told jetty which is there, from there we have taken the measurements. So bashed everybody. Next day the water level has changed. The whole measurement has gone for a 6. So we started taking, from the other way. So he told, what Felicitation? You should not be doing that. You should find out what is the difference of the jetty. One, at least with jetty, how much was the line, any line which is there on the ship you take. Then you reduce from that today. See, what all I have learned in that, even now, many a thing, what we have learned is from that experience of making measurements, why it has fallen. A report was made. Even till date, if I have been given some responsibility by the government, it is because of the report that I write. The report what Paramanand sir written, that format, whenever I have written, there was no return of that file. Files were got approved. Any project proposal I have made, it never came back. It is all following that. What you learn today will take you to the top. Actually, no way I am eligible for this. When I was in the university, every nonsense we used to be a part of it. Only because of my parents, goodness, I got my degree. Because of my Krishnamurti sir, we used to say, sir, kindly do something for me to pass the examination. We used to go and meet sir. So because of them, we must have passed the examination. But what we have learned, the mindfulness, this department has. All of you have. Do you have mindfulness? Are you able to check how mindfulness you have or not? That is why you are not yawning and sitting here. Otherwise you would have yawned. By the way, we have all speaking 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You must have been yawning. Today you are all sitting with open eyes because you have that heart of learning new things. Indian Navy, Indian Armed Forces and DRDO, we have a challenge. The government of India has a challenge now. All over the world wars are going on. You are aware? You are aware that a lot of wars are going on? What does it mean? What does it mean? What do you mean when you say there is a war? Is it a fight? When two people have a fight, do you call it a war? Oh, you are not responding. You are not responsive. Department of Ship Technology people are not like that. You take, anywhere you will tell your opinion. You should tell your opinion. Why there is war? There is a difference of ideological differences are there. Otherwise it is for chori. It is for, you have a will to take the others pocket. You want to pickpocket others. One of this reason, but the war is escalating and it's for a long time. What we have seen in this war, there is a speciality. What is happening in the world is, they are not applying the top-notch technology. Instead of that, they are coming out with a weapon systems that are not usual, not normal. In the sea, we were talking about aircraft carrier, we were talking about nuclear submarine, we were talking about missiles, torpedoes and other things. But what has been employed now is unmanned vehicle, chota drones. Drones. And we have seen Israel, even handset telephones, battery has exploded. And when they want to fire, they are firing 40 missiles. Nowadays, what is your market? Where that market is getting open? People used to ask us, Archimedes principle we know. What is that you are teaching and learning in this naval architecture? We know Archimedes principle, how to float, how to sink, all these things we know. What is that? Fortunately for us, there is a lot. There are ships which can operate autonomously. There are systems and technologies that you need to have afresh for today's ship, digital ships. This is what is coming up now. The whole world, again they are coming back to ship and transportation system. So we have a lot of scope. I have told you 3 points, whatever I wanted to discuss, and I have finished my 15 minutes. I should be stopping now. One last point. In India, we have more than 4,000 naval architects now, trained in India. And there is a society, institution of naval architects, which are there. Navy had been taking the lead. Now all of you have to take lead. So this is for telling the government what ideally they should be doing to make the country self-reliant. By 2047, 30 trillion, that is the present government's plan. If you have to reach there, 3 trillion to 30 trillion, you can say the infrastructure has to grow 10 times. And all the money is down there in ocean. There is no other branch of engineering responsible for taking things which cannot be taken out by others from the sea. This asset is yours, rightfully yours, you should be claiming it. So get prepared, get geared up, get trained, get upskilled, and make the system vibrant to meet the challenges. The country is dreaming through you to make an engineered ocean. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I want all of you to be the members of INA, Institution of Naval Architects. That is going to be putting you together and helping together making government's policies, and how you people will be better paid, better utilized, and how the country can be turned around. I congratulate the Department of Ship Technology and the Dostas, the alumni, for their effort. Let the celebration begin. Let every day of this department from today and all the days to come be golden, and let them progress to diamond and much more. And I thank once again for making me a part of it. DRDO, definitely all the support at this point in time. Our chairman and secretary, Samir Kamath sir, he has said that we are interested in Cochin University. And Director NPOL, he had come today to meet Vice Chancellor sir. Sir has told that all the support will be given to this department. DRDO is forthcoming for supporting this department and this university. All the very best. Thank you. I also take this opportunity for declaring that the Golden Jubilee celebration is beginning, and on taking blessings from my seniors, my professors, and all of you, formally inaugurate the Golden Jubilee celebration. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Your speech was, as always, a masterful blend of wisdom and wit. We are now privileged to have with us the Honorable Vice Chancellor of CUSAT, Dr. M. Junaid Bushri, who will address us as the chief guest. Sir has had an illustrious academic journey, earning his PhD from the University of Kerala and having served at prestigious institutions across the globe, including the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, Academia Sinica in Taiwan, and the University of Valencia in Spain. He joined CUSAT in 2006 and served as the head of Department of Physics from 2016 to 2019. With 58 publications in national and international journals and 62 papers and conferences, Dr. Bushri is a leading figure in his field, having supervised multiple MPhil and PhD students. His vast experience and dedication to research and education continue to guide CUSAT to greater heights. We are privileged to have him with us today. Let's extend a warm welcome to Sir.
Respectful Dr. Manu Korulla, outstanding scientist and Director General of DRDO, respectful Professor Shivaprasad, my close friend and colleague, Professor Dr. Sadish Babu, Dr. George Nainan, Sift, and Deepak Sebastian, Navaneet, and important dignitaries of the dais. A very warm good morning to all. I am very happy to be here as part of the Golden Jubilee celebration of one of the important leading department in the Cochin University of Science and Technology. So this, as far as what I understood from the speeches, this department is started in the year of 1974, and now it is about to complete 50 years of its existence. And actually, this department, if you go the historical background of this department, it started with some German collaboration, and people from the German University of the Rostock University, they frequently used to visit the department, and I think one courtyard is here in the name of a German professor, Weibach. So we have a long tradition of collaborating with the international reputed institutes. Nowadays, in the other departments, just only started to talk about the collaboration with the foreign universities, but now it is very interesting news to know that Department of Ship Technology has a very long collaboration with the foreign universities, as well as Department of Ship Technology produced a lot of luminous alumni. One among is the Chief Executive Officer of the Cochin Shipyard, Shri Madhu Nair. So, of course, I won't like to mention the name of all the people, very experts in the field of naval architecture, and it is also, this department got the accreditation from the London-based Royal Institute of Naval Architecture. It is in 1980s, if my memory is correct. So, as mentioned by the Shri Manu Korulla, of course, we have a lot of challenges to face, and it is also very happy to know that our department is trained nearly 350 students for the Indian Navy. So, because they are saving our country, so I am very proud this department took that initiative for training for 350 people. So, with regard to the challenges what we are going to face, because all of you know, all of us probably made a small boat when we were child with the paper. I think majority of people have made a boat, and we used to play with the small boats. So we have a very long tradition of the naval architecture or naval history, and we have actually maybe we used to make with that naval system, naval navigation systems with the wood during that time. So we know that Kunyali Marikar, he is also very famous in naval architecture. He fought with the Portuguese for 20 years, and he protected our country, the Calicut coast. And whenever we will hear the name of the ship, our mind, we just, when I was in school, I used to study that Kochi is the queen of the Arabian Sea. So Kochi is, we will know with the ship, it is a center of the shipbuilding center. So in that respect, our university has a very prominent role in the coming years, particularly in the naval architecture. We should have to think that, so we are going in a very fast pace for the moving development. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi initiated the Vikasit Bharat agenda. So we are going to move towards the Vikasit Bharat in the year of 2047. So we should have to be equipped with, we should have to collaborate, as well as that is very essential for our coexistence. So in that sense, we should have to compete with the international level of our field in naval architecture. So it is not we can say it's a naval architecture is only two words are there. but it is not a two words. Just starting from these small boats to, as mentioned, the very big submarines, it is a very, 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 very complicated system. So what are the things we have to address? We have to think out of box, and in everywhere, those who are working in this area, they used to develop a lot of, so many areas are developing in this area. The one is the digital technology for the naval navigation system, development of the digital technology and for a proper maritime navigation system. That's a very important area. And also another is the development of electronic components, development of sensors. So then another area is the development of lightweight materials for the supporting the submerging systems as well as the other type of vessels. So in that area, immersion, we also have to have a immersion, good immersion technology, and so all those things we have to do the simulations, and we have to do the experimental, and so many things we have to do in all these areas. So it is not just simply building a ship with a steel. That era is over. So it is the era of the upcoming very, very, very advanced level technology. So earlier days we used to make a ship with only the steel, but we have to find new materials which can support the sea weather. And we are going in an era of the blue economy. So we could, particularly Kerala, can only develop only based on, because we know that if you see the countries like which is having the portal cities, just like if you see the Singapore or maybe the South Korea, or in such places, or the some of the European countries which has a very good naval sea connectivity, naval connectivity. In that places, you know, the development is mostly related to the sea navigation. So the majority of the cargo is going to be transported only through the sea. So in that respect, we have to find the naval systems which accommodate all these challenges and changes coming era, and we have to change from the fuel what we are using for the sea navigation system. Nowadays, majority we are using fossil-based fuels, or maybe some of the ships are using the what is called the solar-based systems. It's in experimental level, but we have to change. We have to devise to other methods, particularly with the hydrogen-based green sea navigation systems, and in that area also we have to think, and so we have to think more, and we have to work more, and we have to concentrate more. So we cannot do all the things. A person cannot do all those things. I have just told you about the different areas of naval architecture and naval navigation system, etc. I have mentioned. So you could have to focus only on particular area with your area of interest. So this will make difference, and this will make difference for our country. So this will make our country to stand first in the naval architecture and development agenda. So I wish all the best, first of all the best for the organizers, and I would like to congratulate the Department of Ship Technology for organizing this event, because this is somewhat what I felt is a reunion of alumni. So that's why Dr. Manu Korulla, he talked much about the previous stories with the nostalgic feeling. So some of you have enjoyed that very much. So I hope, so this is just beginning of our Golden Jubilee celebration, but we should have to arrange so many talks, because all of you can get very good people for arranging a talk, and so you can think in a different direction. I hope this Golden Jubilee year will make this department colorful, and this will further strengthen our research as well as the teaching activities of the and nation development activities of this department. I wish all the best for the this Golden Jubilee celebration of this department. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for those motivating words. Up next, we have the release of the Golden Jubilee brochure of the Department of Ship Technology. I invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. M. Junaid Bushri, to kindly release the brochure. May I now request Dr. Manu Korulla, Dr. K. Shivaprasad, Dr. Sadish Babu, and Dr. George Nainen to come forward to receive it. Thank you. This brochure captures the rich legacy and bright future of our department. As a gesture of gratitude, I invite Dr. Sadish Babu sir to present a token of appreciation to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. M. Junaid Bushri. Thank you. Moving forward, I'm excited to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. George Nainen, Director of ICAR Central Institute of Fisheries Technology, who will now deliver the keynote address. Dr. George Nainen is the director with a strong focus on fish processing technology, value addition, and the utilization of fishery byproducts and waste. He holds an MSc in Industrial Fisheries and a PhD in Marine Sciences from Cochin University of Science and Technology. His current projects include developing standard process for innovative aquatic products, assessing shelf life and energy use, and evaluating high-value byproducts from fish processing discards, among others. Dr. Nainen has received several accolades, including the Jawaharlal Nehru Award for Outstanding Doctoral Research, the A.V. Johns Young Scientist Award, and recognition for his scientific papers. He has published significant research in reputable journals covering topics such as frozen storage studies of value-added fish products and the properties of gelatin derived from fish skins. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Very good morning to you all. Today's Chief Guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. M. Junaid Bushri, Dr. Manu Korulla, Director General, DRDO, Dr. Shivaprasad sir, Dr. Sadish Babu, Head of the Department, Commander Deepak Sebastian, Navadip, the Secretary of Society of Naval Architecture Students, faculty members from the department, dear students, and illustrious alumni of this department. I am supposed to give a keynote address on this occasion, but by this time, I feel that Manu Korulla sir has done that. It was a very inspiring and exhilarating address to you. So my role here will be to felicitate this department rather than giving a keynote address. Okay. Sir has told about the department and how it has come up during the past 50 years. And last week, Shivaprasad sir and your head of the division came to my office and invited me. At that time, sir gave me a very nice book that is ഒരു ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻ്റ് പിറവിയും പ്രയാണവും എന്നൊരു ബുക്ക്. അത് സാറിൻ്റെ ഓതർഷിപ്പിലുള്ള ബുക്കാണ്. സോ ഐ ഹാവ് ഗോൺ ത്രൂ ഇറ്റ്. വെരി നൈസ്ലി written book. So in fact I told my colleagues also that my institution also should have such sort of a record about our journey, because my institution, Central Institute of Fisheries Technology, has already completed its Diamond Jubilee, started in 1957. I've just gone through that book and I've seen how, from an idea of so many visionaries, how this department has shaped up and how it is serving the country now. It's a wonderful book, sir, by the way. So, and also I'm very happy to tell you that I was a part of this alumni of this CUSAT, because during from 1988 to 90 I was here. Of course, I studied MSc Industrial Fisheries, and I had a lot of friends in the Department of Ship Technology, and one of my friend is my colleague now sitting with me. Dr. Baiju is there. He is working as my colleague. And Nasser sir was there, who was your first batch. He was also our colleague. He's retired from CFT. So first, let me thank the organizers for inviting me to attend this Department of Ship Technology Golden Jubilee inaugural function. I heard that this department, which started almost simultaneously with CUSAT, I think CUSAT started in 1972 or 70, and the first batch started in 1975. It has achieved several milestones during this glorious journey of 50 years. And the BTech Naval Architecture and Ship Building program started by the department was the first undergraduate program started in CUSAT, observing all the required norms of ACT, and became the flagship program of this university. And it has brought out so many illustrious alumni, because sir has mentioned as you have now a total strength of almost 4,000 naval architects in the country, and a significant portion of them belongs to this department. That itself is a matter of pride and achievement. And also you have started so many unique programs. You have a very strong alumni association. You have a design consultancy cell, which was during that time was the first of its kind in any of the academic institutions. That's a commendable achievement. And even the Indian Navy, the 95% of the naval architects which belong to Indian Navy has come from this department. And they are certainly contributing to our nation. Not only naval architects, the other naval architects who are serving in the other domain also. And also you have the Society of Naval Architecture Students and the Industrial Consultants, that's called the DESCOR, are some of the novel initiatives you have started and adopted by other academic institutions also. Having said so, 50 years you have achieved, a lot of achievements have been done. You can bask in your achievements and you can take pride justifiably because you have achieved a lot. But this is also time for reflection, okay, and the way forward. So as I mentioned, you had visionary leaders, okay, you had even Padma Shri awardees like Dr. Paramanandam, who was heading the department. I don't think any other department had that privilege of being headed by a Padma Shri awardee. So this is a time for reflection, and you have to take the way forward. So being a biologist, we always talk, you must also have heard about the life cycle of a bacteria, no? There is a lag phase, there is a log phase, there is a stationary phase, then goes to death, okay? Lag phase is the initial period, log phase is a very fast growth is there, then there is a stationary phase, and during that suddenly it comes to death. So this we normally study in our biology classes. So what we want is we need to have the log phase always, because you cannot just be complacent on the stationary phase. You have to have the stationary phase. Sir has told what way it should be there and what initiatives have to be taken by you to meet the demands of the future. So again, one point struck me that this department provides you ample opportunity to face any situation. So most of the times, I don't know, because initially department had a lot of outside interactions. The students were mostly in the outside of the outside campus. They were learning from so many other institutions. In fact, my institution also was a part initially for an academic program. Our faculty also supported you that time. So, but that is a big experience. What sir was rightly pointed out, this gives you the ample scope for facing any challenging situation. Because I was in a department that is the Industrial Fisheries Department that was started in 1978. And we also had a similar situation wherein our faculty were far and few. And we had a lot of classes, interaction with the industry, with other institutions. And we also take pride that now also our alumni also boast that experience gave us to face any challenges. And we were also able to tell boldly our opinion. And that is getting noticed. Even when I am sitting in an RMP position and institute, these lessons are supporting me well. Because we face a lot of challenges rather than from the research point of view. Our institution, Central Institute of Fisheries Technology, started in 1957, and we have research centers, 2 in the West Coast, Veraval and Mumbai, and 1 in the East Coast. And we come under Indian Council of Agriculture Research, the biggest national agriculture research system in the world. 114 research institutions serving the domain of agriculture, veterinary, and fisheries sciences. In fisheries, we have 8 institutes, wherein we have 2 institutes here, Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute and Central Institute of Fisheries Technology. A unique feature about our institute is that we solely address the domain of harvest and post-harvest sector. Many of the other institutes are addressed to the biological side, be it culture systems and other systems, but we address the harvest and post-harvest technology. And this institute has been recognized as a national referral lab for fish products in the country. And yesterday also we have been recognized as Center of Excellence for Food Authentication in the country. So these are our strength points. But I should tell that we have a fishing technology division where my colleague Dr. Baiju works. Therein we are also concerned with the fishing vessels. Okay. And we feel that this is an area your future, some thoughts have to be given in your future projects also, because we have now a separate Ministry of Fisheries in the Government of India. 2018, there's from 2018 onwards, we have Ministry of Fisheries. And we are ready to explore fully our offshore resources, particularly deep sea resources. For that, what we need to be equipped ourselves. We need to have capacity building. We need to have fishing vessels, plainly speaking. So every day we are facing this problem. Unfortunately, I don't know, maybe because of the government policy or because we have very few naval architects working in this sector. Because this is a very important domain where the country requires people and resources. Resources are of course available because we have huge schemes like Prime Minister's Matsya Sampada Yojana is 20,000 crore scheme. We have so many schemes. But we face a problem, frankly speaking, now in the entire country, any question related to fishing vessels, building, design has to be answered by Dr. Baiju. And we are the institute who are supplying the deep sea fishing vessels. The entire deep sea fishing vessels for the PMMSI scheme is being supplied by us, which is being built in different shipyards. So we face a serious challenge in the future about the manpower, qualified naval architects, shipbuilders. Because as you know, this sector is highly unorganized sector. Anyone can put up a small boat and venture out at sea. The issue of safety, stability of the vessels, standards of the vessel are being every day discussed. Because I was also a part of many of the meetings at the ministry level and other things, wherein they face challenges. Because last week also there was a meeting by the Secretary of Fisheries, wherein we are discussing how to certify the vessels, fishing vessels, and who are equipped to certify the vessels. Marine engineers are not equipped to certify the vessels. What about the safety and stability of the vessel? So this is one of our area of concern because your horizon is very vast. I'm not telling, albeit this thing now, you will have very good options, money-wise and otherwise, career-wise, you may have better options than this particular domain because fisheries is basically a livelihood option, okay. About 15% of our country's population is being supported by this livelihood option. So it is high time that we should also think about providing them a support, okay. That in that context only I am telling. So I am addressing to my dear students of the future naval architects. Please have your concern to this sector also because this sector needs badly qualified people to address this concern because we all know that there are a lot of resources to be harvested out at offshore because we have a lot of resources, but we need people, we need vessels, we need qualified people. So we don't want any quacks to come and advise us, and the country's resources have to be utilized. So my only this thing is that during this Golden Jubilee celebrations, you please give a thought to it. And CFT is the only institute that is working in this domain, and we'll be happy to be associated with you for all your programs. And in future also, I hope that at least some of your students, as a part of your project or something, can collaborate with CFT, and also that will be very helpful for this entire sector. So I wish all the very best for this Golden Jubilee celebration. It's a very important department. As I already mentioned, this is a time for reflection. This is a time for setting new benchmarks, because again, we should not be complacent, because now Sir has mentioned about the turnaround of Cochin shipyard. I think that that was not the case some 5 years back. Now it has become one of the premier institutions in the country, and I'm happy that your alumni is heading that shipyard, and they are at par with any of the top nations in the country, Korea, and they are getting a lot of orders. And this is a case of shipbuilding and other things, but you should also see the other sectors, and you should also put your input so that the nation benefits, the country benefits, and ultimately we will make this country developed by 2047, all sectors. So once again, I wish you all the very best, and I thank you for inviting me for being part of us with you on this occasion. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful address. Now we move to an eagerly awaited moment, the release of the Golden Jubilee video. Let's take a look at the special commemoration of our journey over the past 50 years. And now it's my pleasure to request Dr. George Nainan, sir, to graciously press the launch button unveiling this milestone video.
In 1975, a bold vision took shape. In 1975, a bold vision took shape to cultivate a new and dynamic generation of naval architects. Thus, the Department of Ship Technology was born, and the rest is history. From the glances of the ocean to the intricacies of maritime engineering, the Department of Ship Technology stands at the forefront of innovation and excellence.
When I joined the system 45 years ago at our department, we did not have our own building. For the first years of classes held at children's college, with bigger classes and color machine on overall classrooms of our physics department. It was really struck. And before joining, we did not know much about the course, but it was rumored that the job opportunities are high. That was one reason why we joined our department after spending almost a semester at various engineering colleges. Once at our department, there was no looking back. We all overcome the challenges one by one as we are determined to succeed.
We are standing inside Department of Technology Ship Modern Making Laboratory. This shop is a shining example of Industry Institute partnership in Cochin University of Science and Technology. The entire infrastructure was sponsored by Cochin Shipyard Limited under their corporate social responsibility, spending around 25 lakhs of Indian rupees. Right from the beginning, Department of Ship Technology was assisted by major industries in and around Cochin.
The Indian Navy has had a long-standing association with the Department of Technology. In the initial batches, many after completing their BTech joined the Indian Navy, starting with Commodore T.H. Ansali. Thereafter, in 1977, the Indian Navy started a sponsorship program where Navy sponsored candidates underwent the 4-year BTech program, Naval Architecture, and then thereafter inducted into the Indian Navy. Cumulatively, about 500 naval architects from the Department of Technology have become naval architect officers in the Indian Navy. And these naval architects have gone on to become the backbone and the mainstay of the ambitious and indigenous shipbuilding programs and submarine building programs in the Indian Navy.
Hi everyone, myself Manu, the current National Secretary. The Society of Naval Architects Students is organizing a series of events and activities to engage our community and celebrate this significant achievement.
Technical workshops, seminars, and academic gatherings. These activities provide opportunities for learning, collaboration, and celebration.
Hi everyone, this is what our class was like 2 years ago. Lacking basic facilities, and we were in need of something more. And this is what our class was like now. Clean benches and better facilities. And we are still trying to develop facilities in areas like library and lab. Our students have ready access to all the resources and designing and calculation software equipped for the researchers and fab lab. But our students are still in need of access to design software, information resources, and a medium learning new techniques and methods to survive in our current industry.
We are the scholars of Department of Technology. We are doing active research in the field of ship hydrodynamics and marine structures. We are utilizing major commercial software like computational dynamics and finite element analysis, like StarCM, Abacus, and ANSYS.
As the student plays important in our department, I'm honored to highlight 100% placement record over the years. This achievement is a testament to the dedication of the students, the quality of the academic program, and the unwavering support of our extensive alumni network, who continue to be cornerstone strength of the department across the globe. We have successfully facilitated placement for students, both locally and internationally, expanding our global reach and representation of our department on a worldwide scale. As we look forward to the upcoming phases for the 46th batch, set graduated in 2025, we are confident in continuing the tradition of excellence and to provide new avenues of opportunities for our students. As part of the Golden Jubilee celebration, now we place a service of Golden Jubilee special edition of Technique, which is the department and technical journal. It teaches high quality technical journals from maritime experts and industry leaders. Over these years, Technique has grown into a distinguished publication, gaining global recognition and establishing a unique presence in the maritime domain. This special edition will be a key landmark in the journal's illustrious history, and I am confident that it's a milestone in the department's legacy as well.
As all are aware, the Department of Technology has reached a significant milestone. So this is the time to honor the glorious past
to celebrate golden moment and also to envision for the promising future.
As we our Golden Jubilee of our department in 2024, we are really pride and excitement. It's my marvelous excellence in education and a moment to reflect the legacy of our department, which has shaped us as a leader in innovation and maritime industry.
So dear friends, on 21st December 2024, we are celebrating the Golden Jubilee of our department. So as HOD, it is my proud privilege to invite you all on behalf of all students, staff and faculty of the department. So please do come and make it grand success. See you on 21st December 2024.
I hope you all have enjoyed this beautiful video tribute to our department. To continue the celebration, I now invite Commander Deepak Sebastian, Secretary of Dostas, Officer in Charge NCW and proud alumni from 21st batch for the felicitation. Please welcome, sir.
Thank you, Mahima. So after seeing this overwhelming presentation and video, I think I've forgotten what I wanted to speak, but then like Manu Korulla sir said, we have all been trained to speak off the cuff, and that is one of the highlights of this department, that you have the courage and the confidence to speak at any time in front of any gathering. Dignitaries on and off the dais, doting alumni, faculty members present and past, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. So the department is completing 50 years, and I was just discussing with Captain Manoj Kumar in the morning. So he mentioned that I was born in 1974. So we have got siblings of the Department of Ship Technology in the 18th batch, and 17th batch and above are the elder brothers, and 19th batch and below would be the younger brothers. So I'm glad to be younger than the Department of Ship Technology. I always look up to the Department of Ship Technology as a role model or a place that has taught us what we are doing in our lives. Secondly, the term Jubilee, I recall Manu Korulla sir saying that every day was a celebration here. So we have got the Golden Jubilee celebration. So the word Jubilee, I was intrigued why the term Jubilee came up, and I don't know, it was new information for me that Jubilee is derived from the Hebrew word, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it means the horn or a trumpet made from the horn of a male sheep or a ram. So for a celebration in the past or in the ages gone by, whenever there was a grand celebration, they used this trumpet made from the horn of ram. So that's what Jubilee stands for. So we will have a celebration commencing today and probably for the next 1 year, that we'll have a series of events commemorating the inception of the department. Now, coming to the inception of the department, Shiv Prasad sir mentioned about how in 1974 this department was floating and moving around for 5 years. The illustrious alumni from the first 5 batches, and what Abdul Rahim sir also mentioned in the video, that they were not here, they were in Thrissur and Kalamasheri and all that. It was then that a thought came to me that probably the pioneers should have thought of setting up the Department of Ship Technology on a floating platform, probably off Kochi Harbour, and then maybe continued that there, so that you can see your creation, or feel. Probably the classrooms should be having a small ebb and roll. You can feel the pitch and roll, and all the 6 degrees of motion you can feel while sitting in the classroom itself, and probably experience some kind of seasickness as well. So I don't know, in the future maybe we could consider a small extension over there in the sea. In the last 50 years, the department has grown from strength to strength. Growth or change does not happen by chance. It is the effort of a lot of powerful and forceful individuals If I am not wrong, I think the VC at that time was Professor Bundascheril at that time, who probably was one of the initiators for this course. And of course, along the way, like many stalwarts like Dr. Paramanandan, Padma Shri Dr. Paramanandan, and the German professors, the other, collaboration with various universities, the start of the MTech program, the collaboration with Indian Navy, a lot of changes has taken place because of the involvement of lot of courageous and forceful individuals and establishments. And that should continue. And if we make ourselves comfortable, we are not likely to grow further. In my capacity as the Secretary of Dostas, it's my fortune that I am there at this cusp of historical, cusp of history, where we are celebrating our 50th year, and we conducted the DIMS as well as the series of celebrations that we're going to have as part of the Golden Jubilee celebrations. So on behalf of the President and the entire Alumni Society, I would like to extend our heartfelt support and congratulations for the celebrations, and we will always be there, and I exhort all the students now to join us and contribute further to the growth of the department in whatever way we can. So thank you very much. Congratulations. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your words of appreciation. As a gesture of gratitude, we now move to the presentation of token of appreciation to our distinguished guest. First, may I invite Dr. M. Junaid Bushri to kindly present a token of appreciation to Dr. Manu Korulla. Now, may I request Commander Deepak Sebastian, sir, to present token of appreciation to Dr. Manu Korulla. Next, I request Dr. K. Shivaprasad, sir, to present a token of appreciation to Dr. George Nainan, sir. Thank you. As we near the conclusion of the ceremony, now I invite Navani Das, Secretary of SNAS, for the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of SNAS, I feel honored and privileged to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all dignitaries, guests, faculty members, students, and everyone who graced this occasion with their presence today. A special thanks to our esteemed Dr. Satish Babu PK, the Head of Department of Ship Technologies, for his presidential address and continuously steering our department towards excellence. Our heartfelt thanks goes to Dr. M. Junaid Bushri, Honorable Vice Chancellor of CUSAT, for being with us as the Chief Guest and sharing inspiring thoughts that motivate us to strive for greater achievements. We are extremely grateful to our alumni, Dr. Manu Korulla, outstanding scientist and DG at DRDO and President of INA, for gracing this occasion and officially inaugurating the event. Your insights and words and expertise are invaluable to us, sir. We should also like to express our sincere appreciation to Dr. George Nainan, Director of ICAR SIFT, for his keynote address and for releasing the much-awaited Golden Jubilee video. Your words reflect the innovation and commitment that guide our journey forward. To Commander Deepak Sebastian, sir, Secretary, Dostas, and OAC NCAA Kochi, your presence and facilitation added a much special touch to this celebration. Thank you for being the pillar of support to our students and department. I would like to extend deepest gratitude to Dr. Keshav Prasad sir, professor at DOST, for his warm welcome address that set tone for the today's proceedings. Also, I take this occasion to thank each and every member of DOSTAS for their constant support and guidance. Also, a special thanks goes to the alumni of Batch 1 and 2 who took the time to join us on this special occasion and reminisce about their journey. Finally, I would like to thank each and every members of SNAS who had made this event a grand success and faculties for their support. Thank you once again, and we look forward to the continued success of the Department of Ship Technology. Thank you.
With the permission of the chair, I would like to extend our deepest gratitude towards SNAS and especially Secretary Navaneeth for offering a grand vote of thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, Navaneeth. With that, we conclude the formal proceedings of the 50th Golden Jubilee celebration. Let's continue the celebration with great enthusiasm as we move forward. Refreshments are available outside, and once again, thank you all for attending this event.